Welcome to the IDON ACTIVE HEALTH SHOW with your host, Khalil Smith, and we have Clarissa Taylor here. We're going to talk about her new business and how she became a makeup artist and some other things along the episode. Good afternoon. How are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. But I am intrigued to learn more about your boutique and why you decided to go that route with opening a shop.
Well, I haven't quite opened it yet, but I decided to go that route because I wanted to have products that pretty much encourage our community to think highly of ourselves. I definitely feel like we have had this inferiority complex. Not all of us, obviously, but a good majority of us have had this inferiority complex because we really haven't got to know ourselves and know who we truly are and all the great things we've done in history. So I wanted to have a company pretty much that exhibits that and shows pride. So that's why I've decided to start this boutique.
I love that. Perfect time to do that with us being in Women History Month. What type of products would you be selling there?
So I have things like pendants, the map of Africa. I have onks. I have hairpins that say things like Black Girl Magic, Resilient, and things of that nature.
All right. You got anything for men? Black men magic?
Well, I do have the map of Africa, which is pretty much for everybody. And I also have an Anubis chain, which I've sold at some vendor events. So that's for the men as well. So yeah.
How long have you been thinking about opening this shop, or had this idea? How long?
Really, I would say about 2020.
Okay.
I had like just a page. At first, I just had a page really to show basically everything that has to do with being Black and basically show pride. And that's when I thought about actually making it into a business and having a boutique. So
I think that's amazing. Like, we do need to learn more about our history because there's so much to respect. Like, we're only shown like one part of it, so now we don't embrace it as much as we should. So I love what you're doing.
Thank you.
But I want to also talk about. I looked at your makeup page. When did you start doing makeup as a makeup artist?
Well, actually, I started like practicing makeup in 2018, and then in 2020 is when I got my first clients. So that's when I actually became a makeup artist and took and basically got into business, you could say.
All right, explain to me what happened between 2018 and 2020 when you got your first client, like
Well,
those struggles and those obstacles.
yeah. So in 2018, I really was just learning how to do makeup. So I really needed to what I was seeking after, someone who can help me basically improve makeup and really learn how to do it. So I was seeking out like I
Like a
guess
mentor?
yeah, I was seeking out a mentor, and I think that alone was a struggle in itself because I really couldn't find anybody to assist me, and someone um, appeared on my page or in add friend thing, and it was really divine timing. And so I added her. I asked her if she'd be willing to be my mentor, and I would like to take classes with her. And then I kind of just went from there. And after that, I did a lot of practicing before I even really started putting my work out there to really improve on my skills. And then in 2020, that's when I got my first client because I had been practicing on like models. I did a couple of collabs with some photographers, and so that really helped me improve on my skills before I even started my business.
How important do you think it was that you found that mentor on Facebook randomly? You think that was really important?
Yes, it was very important. I feel like that really got me my jump start in learning how to do makeup and improving my skills because really just learning how to really just doing it on my own was difficult. So having someone that has been there and done that and can basically give me the blueprint really helped.
Okay, outside of makeup, you think it's important for people to seek mentors if they're trying to learn something new, just so they can skip, like, so they know what adversities they're going to approach and they don't have to go through with it. I think that's important. Like finding a mentor if you're looking into something you've never done before. They have more experience. You can learn from them. They can teach you. They can tell you what mistakes they made, and you don't have to do the same thing.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Basically what you're saying, I'm going off of. Um, Having a mentor, it really helps you put things in their perspective, like, okay, well, um, this is what they pretty much what they messed up on, this is their failures, this is how I can avoid this is what I can do better, and things like that. So it really helps you it really gives you an insight. um, and she definitely helped me with that. She taught me how to do things a certain way, to how to do things easier. You know what I mean? And when I went to take my clients, then I could apply what she told me. So,
That's amazing. Let's say we have somebody listening. They want to become a makeup artist. What 3 tips will you give them to start?
um, invest in yourself. And what I mean by that is take classes, get a mentor in makeup, build your kit. But you don't have to get everything all at once. You can slowly build your kit, and what you need will come over time. So I feel like as a makeup artist, you don't necessarily have to get every product. You have to learn how to pretty much mix and match things, because if you get every product, it starts to get very expensive after a while. So
True, true, yeah. All right, so start with what you have. Take your time.
pretty much, yeah.
All right, those are amazing tips. Okay, now I was looking at your page. How would you describe a eyebrow finesser?
So me as the eyebrow finesser, eyebrows are everything to me. I think it's like the foundation for having a good makeup look. So I would say I'm just go ahead and say like I'm the best at the brows. Like the brows are my thing. I even want to invest in myself again to become a brow artist. So I love brows, and I feel like the way I do them, they look so natural. They don't even look like they're drawn in, and that's why I call the finesse, because even if they don't have brows, I can make it appear as if they do. So yes, I can finesse them.
Okay, now I know what that is. Thank you for that. All right. I want to get into your business as a health coach when you help people, your clients. When did you start that, and why did you start it? Helping others.
So I started that in, I believe, 2017, and I started that because I was 215, and I didn't really have anyone that I knew at the time to really go to help me. And I mean, I watched some YouTube videos, but pretty much I did it on my own. So I did a lot of research, a lot of studying, and from that, I was able to lose the weight, and I lost like 65 pounds. And I really got a love for nutrition in that time. And I felt that if I could do that for myself, then I could help others. You know what I mean? And now someone that's going through the same thing that I went through has somebody that they can relate to, that they can, reach out to and get help if they need it. So that's why I decided to become a health coach in that time.
when somebody comes to you, what type of question do you ask them as far as introduction wise before you take them on as a client?
Well, I would ask them their why, because I feel like in order to start your journey, you have to know why you're starting. And it can't just be because I want to lose weight. Like, what's the deeper meaning? Because if you just want to lose weight, it's a possibility that you may not commit to it.
What other questions do you ask them other than their why? Is that the only one?
The why, the what have you tried before?
That's
How do
part.
your life will improve after you make this change? What are you currently doing? Things like that.
Okay. Those are all amazing reasons. So let's say, what are the benefits of hiring a health coach over just watching videos? You think for a client?
Well, I think the benefit is there's just so much information out there, and people are going to tell you different things because people are really just going off opinions. But hiring a health coach, they've been certified, they've been studying, and and especially if they went through it themselves, they have that insight and the knowledge. So you're you're hiring somebody for their expertise.
Okay, okay. So kind of like hiring a mentor in in that way, so you don't get overwhelmed with all the information out there.
Exactly.
Okay, that's amazing. There is one thing I was looking into your groups, how you're building a community.
Hmm.
Tell me about your groups on Facebook. I think it's amazing what you're putting out, but I
Thank
want to learn the background behind it, why you did it, and why you're trying to reach so many people and for what reasons.
Well, I did it because um, community is important to me. And I definitely think of myself as an activist within the community. And I really just want to bring us together. And I feel like a part of our healing is becoming a strong community and things of that nature. And so that's why I started these two groups, because they are for Black people. One's specifically for Black people in general, and then one's for Black women in building a sisterhood. And I seen a need for it, and that's why I started.
And this is called A Vibe and Melanin in Mind, right?
It's called what?
Melanin in Mind
Oh,
and A Vibe,
yes. Melanin in Mind is for Black people in
Black
general.
people.
Then
Okay.
A Vibe is for Black women. Yeah.
How you come up with that name, A Vibe?
Well, honestly, I'm just big on vibes. I'm big on good vibes. Um, and I feel like I want to create a good vibe within our community, especially as Black women, and it's supposed to be a sisterhood. So I'm just saying, like, this is the vibe. This is a whole vibe we got going on.
All
So,
right. Since it's Women History Month, how are you trying to empower women within your groups? Like, what discussions do you have?
um, well, I have discussions as far as how can we improve sisterhood within the community. And I think that's a big topic, and it's definitely a very sensitive one, but it's something that I felt like we needed to have, and it definitely gave me a lot of insight. So, and I feel like it gave other people a voice, and basically allowed them to express themselves, and I'm really big on that.
Okay, that's amazing having a platform to do that. That's important. Everyone has a voice, and needs to be heard somewhere,
Yeah.
even if it's in a small group, big group. Before I forget, where can people find you?
So people can find me as far as my boutique that's coming out. That's Divine, DEVINE dot vibes. And then Iconic Artistry is my makeup page, and that's EYECONIC_artistry. And then if you want to join either of my groups, the sisterhood is A Vibe, like AVIBE. And then the one for Black people in the community is Melanin in Mind.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for all that.
Thank you.
This was amazing. I learning about all that, especially eyebrow finessing. I'm about to look more into that myself. But I appreciate you making time for me today.
All right. Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. It was my pleasure.
Bye.
All right. Bye. How everybody doing? Thank you for viewing the IDON Active Health Show with your host Khalil Smith. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. We're celebrating women empowerment because it's Women History Month, and I feel like we don't appreciate women enough like we should. So my last two episodes have been trying to do that, talk to women about their business, their mindset, what they're doing. That's all important. I want to encourage them to grow because I feel like they don't get the acknowledgement that they should. So I want to thank every woman that's listening to this, and enjoy this month and every month, because you should be celebrated every month, every day. Mothers, daughters, sisters, everything, in all jobs, everywhere. All right, thank you for checking in today. All right, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Tuesday.